I have always loved drugstore beauty. Just like I am with fashion, I am kind of like a high-low girly girl. I will mix a designer mascara that cost a lot with a $7 lipstick all day, every day. In fact, I do every day. And honestly, some of the more affordable beauty brands, in my opinion, are even better than some of the designer and more expensive ones. So today I'm sharing my favorite cream of the crop, affordable drugstore beauty finds, especially for women like me that are over 50. Hello, gorgeous girl. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Tracy, and I am a lover of all things beauty, but not just beauty. I'm talking about affordable beauty, things that you can buy in any of your neighborhood drugstore. I love that because, quite honestly, the secret's out. We can make these formulations just as good and not make them cost a bajillion dollars. We all know this now. So today we're gonna dive right in, items that you can start adding to your cart right now. And I'm telling you, you are going to love these. Some of these are old favorites and some of these are brand new things that I am loving. Okay, we're starting off with something that I used to feature on YouTube back when I lived in New York, probably like almost a decade ago. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Can you smell that butter bronzer right now? Because I can. I love the smell of it. It just has that like 1980s being at the beach in Cape Cod, Massachusetts for me. It is the smoothest, most beautiful, and super, super affordable bronzer. But remember, ladies, bronzer is not just for those cheekbones and for your forehead, but also bronzer, in my opinion, is the best eyeshadow hack ever. You're gonna have that cohesiveness in your face. That's what I always do. My bronzer today is also on my eyes. I don't have on eyeshadow, and I almost never really wear eyeshadow. I always use bronzer. This is smooth. And what I love about Physicians Formula is they have several different colors now. So we love that. But again, it's a powder formulation. I know some of you that have been here for a while are like, oh, powder, bronzer, because normally I am cream products all the way. This is one exception. I just think it goes on almost like a cream, even though it's not. It's smooth, it's light, it's buildable, and it just has that it factor that we all want. So definitely add this one to cart. You will love it. And bonus points for that smell. We love that. Okay, sticking with Physicians Formula, this at least is new for me. And when I saw this at CVS, I was like, girl, add this one to cart. They now have a product called Butter Glow, which is bronzing drops. When I saw it, I was like, oh, I love bronzing drops. I'm always looking for a more affordable, like easily for everyone to get option. This is really different from any other bronzing drop that I've used. It's almost like a tan liquid. Does that make sense? So I am really curious how this would apply on your body, but I think it's really formulated for your face. Maybe it's not. I mean, it's definitely a face thing, but maybe you can also use it on your body. And with my pale, pasty white legs, like, sign me up. I put some on my hand just to see how it blended out, and I was like, it just blends so perfectly. That's what I have on my face today. It's not glittery, it's not highlighty, but it does give you that just little extra bit of oomph. So yes, I do have on bronzer, but I do have on that butter glow. So the order that I put it on today, in case you're wondering, was I did my tinted sunscreen and then I did the butter glow. It has that smell, which we love, and the formulation of it is just so, so beautiful. So again, I don't know if this is new, maybe you can tell me, but it's new for me, and it is a find, and I'm sure I'm gonna be buying this one on repeat. I love NYX. NYX products have been in my makeup bag for years, and they have this new fat lip oil. I was like, love it. I love the packaging. I love the name. They've got a bajillion different shades. It is a perfect doe foot applicator. But what I love, unlike a lot of lip oils that are out there, they almost feel too sheer, like there's just not enough color payoff. Not this one. This one just gives you just the perfect amount of shade on your lip, but also has that beautiful lip oil feel that makes you just feel like you're super hydrated. Your lips feel plump, they feel juicy. So what I would do if I were you is do like a liner. We'll get to my favorite liner in just a second. You probably know. And then you put this lip oil over it and you've got like the perfect finished look, and it's gorgeous. The applicator highlighter, like I said, is like elite. They really like up their game with this one. If you've watched any of my previous makeup videos, you know that I love the On Till Dawn finishing spray, but let's be honest, it is a little bit of an investment. But in my opinion, it is the best. So I've been looking for a more affordable option for you, and I think I found it. The NYX Matte Finishing Spray. This is not new, but I haven't used it. Reasons why I love it. Number one, affordable. Number two, it's not an aerosol spray. It just seems like, you know, less chemicals that you're going to be breathing in. So we love that. And it has that matte finish. It doesn't dry you out. And especially as someone who's 50 years old, I like my forehead to be matte, but I want to keep glow on the lower portion of my face. Again, because we want to have that smoke and mirror so that we're getting lifting, highlighting, that kind of lit from within look. And this one totally fits the bill. It's super inexpensive. I also love the size of the bottle because if you're a girl like me who likes to hop on a plane and travel and do your thing, but you want to bring your products with you, this one isn't huge. So also bonus points for that. The other thing with NYX is they have many different kinds of finishes. Like if you want more of a glowy finish, if you want a matte finish. So definitely check out their products. And I'm telling you, there is truly something for everyone. Okay, it is August. And even though I am wearing a knit little t-shirt here today, it is hot. I saw a meme the other day that was like, what's Florida like in August? And someone said, have you ever been cremated? But seriously, it is hot. And so this is something that I absolutely have to add to my cart right now because let me tell you, honey, we need it. You've probably seen me mention Lume before on Instagram, and I love the fact that you can get it right at CVS. Lume is a whole body deodorant for pits, privates, and beyond. I'm talking boobs, belly button, butt cracks, and feet. Anywhere you need it. And it's clinically proven to stop odor before it starts, and it lasts for up to 72 hours. And in this Miami heat right now, honey, I need it. It's baking soda free, skin safe, cruelty free, vegan, pH balanced, and paraben free. And it doesn't stain your clothes, so you do not have to worry for a second about any kind of white marks. So on these Miami days when it's legitimately like 9,000% humidity, you better believe the other day I was using my Lume on my back. My daughter was outside playing with some of her friends, and I was like standing in the baking hot sun, and let me tell you, I felt fresh as a daisy because I had thought ahead of time and I was like, I better put some Lume on my back so I don't get that like back sweat. You know what I'm talking about. It's kind of gross. But they also have wipes that I like to keep in my car anytime I want to freshen up just a little bit. You know what I'm talking about. And if you're grabbing Lume at CVS right now, the deals are sweet. Buy two, get $5 extra bucks, or spend $25 and get a $10 extra care coupon during their Epic Beauty event. I mean, how much do we love the extra bucks? I have to tell you, my husband is absolutely obsessed with them. So everything that I'm talking about today and Lume will be linked down below in the description box here. Definitely check it out. I'm telling you, even if you don't use it for your pits, but you just want to use it for all your other bits, you're going to love it. I talked about these recently, but I'm telling you, if you are not tweezing your eyebrows with Tweezer Man tweezers, what are you doing? No, seriously, they are the best tweezers. I've used Tweezerman tweezers since the 90s. Yes, I did grow back my 90s over tweezed brows, but I'm telling you, especially at this age where you get like the errant hair, I'm talking about the one chin hair. I'm talking about every once in a while if you get one long nose hair, and definitely the ones underneath. We don't overpluck anymore, but Tweezerman can just get those hairs without pinching your skin or making you bleed. And they have like two different options, like the pointy ones, which I used to use, but I don't like them anymore, or the angled. I prefer the angled, but I always have these with me and I take them on every single trip because why is it that airplanes have the best light for tweezing your eyebrows? Anybody else? Is that just me? Let me know in the comments down below. So before we keep going, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. And do you guys know that we are almost at 350,000 in this community? Like, how amazing. And that just proves to me that if you're a woman over 40, you want to look and feel your best at any age and any stage. So if you want to support my channel, and it's completely free to do so, tap on that subscribe button. Don't do it for me, do it for my amazing team that helps me create all these videos. Give this video a thumbs up and tap on that bell notification so you always know when I have a new video that goes live. All right, keeping with Tweezerman, because we love that little area, all right, in a drugstore. The Tweezerman Lash Curler. this is new for me, all right? I was using the Shu Uemura one for decades, honestly decades, because may he rest in peace, that is what Kevin O'Quan said to use, and whatever Kevin O'Quan said to do, I did. But recently, I saw that Tweezerman had one, and maybe I saw it in a video somewhere, I don't know. I'm never going back. So much so that Linda, who works with me and helps me with these videos, was like, what is the deal with this curler? It's amazing. I have thin lashes, light lashes, and it gives me like a 90-degree angle curl. It's incredible. Is that 90 degrees? I don't know. Yeah, that's 90, whatever. 180? My point is it really, really works, and so well that like when I go to my Pilates class and I have no makeup on, I can just crimp my lashes and like, I feel like just like a babe in the woods with those nice open eyes. Keeping in the brow area, the e.l.f. brow lamination. This is not new for me. I have featured it in other Get Ready With Me videos or makeup videos. I think this is incredible. Years ago, I used to actually get my brows chemically laminated, professionally done. And I just feel like it was a little bit too much, if you know what I'm saying. It was a little too straight up, and I did look a little bit weird. I like this because it gives me that control, right? So it's like super glue or Elmer's glue for your eyebrows. You just kind of put it on. Then I use the brush, and then I like that I can use the comb to kind of gently comb the outside corners down a little bit. You know, if you like your entire brow straight up, that's fantastic. But I love that you can really control it. And I think it's the perfect base, because then if you want to fill in any grays like I have, or if you want to fill in any sparse spots, having that kind of glue texture, it makes the product stick on there better. So I cannot believe how inexpensive this is. And let me tell you, honey, it works. Everybody loves that Charlotte Tilbury bronzer or contour stick or whatever it's called. Years ago, I was watching some video and someone was using it, and I was like, I know exactly what that is. And I went and I got myself the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, all right? Same kind of applicator, same deal, but it costs like a third of what the Charlotte Tilbury is, or maybe even a fourth. I don't even know. But my point is, so I just get one that's much darker. So I'm a very, very pale girly. It's Maybelline. They've got every shade that you could ever want. The one that I love the most is the 147.5. Why the 0.5? I have no idea, but I love it. Now here's where I like to use it. Dot a couple dots on my forehead, but just here, not on the temples. Someone in my community that's a makeup artist wrote me a comment, and thank you. She was like, don't put the contour so wide because you want to keep that fullness in your face. Hot tip. Then I dot a couple dots really high on my cheekbones, and then of course I swash it over my eyelids. But it is amazing. It is buildable. It is blendable. And I'm telling you, I cannot believe how inexpensive it is and high quality is. Now, I don't use this for a concealer. In my opinion, it might be a little bit too liquidy. I know it's a super hot seller, but if you've got like fine lines and wrinkles, which I definitely do under my eyes, this isn't my concealer of choice. But for a bronzer, ooh, honey, we love. I love the areas of a drugstore where they have like the stuff. You know what I'm talking? Like the hair care, and then they have the Hollywood fashion tape. Again, another product that I've talked about for years, but I'm telling you, ladies, we don't want any nip slips, right? We also sometimes, like, it's not just about a nip slip. Sometimes it's like maybe your shirt, you want to unbutton it lower, but you don't want like your bra sticking out. Sometimes we like that, right? But sometimes you don't. Or maybe you don't want your bra strap sticking out. I use this for so many different things, and I absolutely love it. It is a staple. It's always in my travel bag. I always have my Hollywood fashion tape. I always have it in my closet because sometimes you just need a little extra something. Hot tip, if you don't already do this, like with my collars, if I'm wearing like a button-up top, I personally like to open the collar more just because I'm not well endowed at all. So I just think it looks a little bit more feminine if it's open wider. So I'll tape my collars down, and then sometimes I'll unbutton it a little bit lower, but I'll also, tape it so that, my bits are not falling out. So there's a million different uses for this, but this is something like you just have to have it in your closet or in your travel bag. And I really could not live without my Hollywood fashion nipple covers. Honestly, like I said, I am not well endowed at all. Hilariously, I don't have them on today, but I almost always have them on. These are great when, I know everyone's like free the nipple and all the like young Gen Z girls are walking around and it's like headlights on. And you know what? I love that for them. Good for you. It's our bodies. Like, it's all good. But when I'm at my daughter's school, I'm not really down for showing my nipples. So this is like, it just kind of gives me that confidence, that coverage, that no matter what temperature changes, and in Miami, it's wild. You go from like 9,000 degrees of humidity, and then it's like ice cold freezing in a restaurant or inside. So I love a nipple cover. I also love that they have them not only in different colors, but also in different sizes, depending on how much coverage you want. So definitely these are just a staple you must add to cart. I was probably 23 years old the first time I tried this, and I think it just like forever changed me. The Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. How much do we love that you can get a premium brand like Oribe at drugstores or more readily available? You don't have to go to a salon to get it like you used to have to in the 90s. But the smell of this is so good. I think they actually even made it into a perfume. It smells that good. But it also, what I love about it, my hair is just textury naturally. I use my waver today, but this just kind of gives you that little bit of extra volume if you want it, pieciness if you're looking for it. But what I love about it is it doesn't make your hair look kind of dusty, which like a lot of dry shampoos can do. So definitely it is just luxe. It is gorgeous. It just gives you what you want. It's kind of like cool girl hair in a can. So if that's the look you're looking for, definitely you want to check this out if you haven't already. Again, another product that I've talked about forever, but sometimes it just bears repeating. I want you to know that like these are my faves. And the Toleraine cleanser from La Roche-Posay. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. I don't speak French. So feel free, my Frenchy friends, to tell me how to pronounce it. But I'm telling you, I think this is the best. I get it very large. I get it delivered right to me from Amazon. I love it. I love how this takes everything off of your face without my skin feeling tight or dry. Now, they have two different formulations. They have a gel one or a cream one. For my skin, which is normal, I prefer the cream one. When I tell you I hate with a passion. It's funny. I'm trying to get my daughter to stop saying I hate things. So I strongly dislike the feeling of when your skin gets really tight after you wash your face. I don't like that. For me, because my skin is normal, the gel one is a little bit too much. If you've got oily skin, it might be perfect for you, but I love the cream version. I think it's just the best. It doesn't feel like it's a drugstore product, and it's just so good, and it makes my skin feel clean. It gets sunscreen off, makeup off, just like in one fell swoop. Bonus points if you use a little microfiber cloth, and like you are good, and your skin is ready for your products. Before we went to Europe this summer, I got these, and I'm not a makeup wipe girl, but there is a time and a place. And I picked up a bag of these Neutrogena ones, and I was like, I think I'm a genius. Like when you're on a long flight and you want to do like your skincare on the flight, but I don't know about you, like I don't necessarily want to be walking through an airport without any makeup on. I don't wear baseball hats. Yes, I'll wear sunglasses, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a mom, like I want to look kind of nice. So I was like, I'm so smart. I love these because it's a bag and they're individually wrapped. So I was able to take off all my makeup. Then I put on my eye patches, put on like a mask, put on like my things. I can look absolutely like unhinged on the plane. But then my skin is ready for my makeup when we land. How much do we love that? So just let like the flight attendants deal with your kind of like gross unhinged look. I'm kidding. But these are great. These are just such a good thing to have on hand if you're traveling, or you just don't want to bring like a cleanser with you, or you've got to kind of like quickly change your makeup, or even if you get some smudges or weirdness, these are fantastic. And again, I love that they're individually wrapped. It's such a space and a time saver. We all lived through COVID, so antibacterial wipes. I love like the little sample section in a drugstore. That's like one of my favorite places to be. Like, I don't know why. Am I the only one where it's like I just get very, very excited when I see tiny versions of everything? And how much do we love that right now you can get drugstore and some more premium brands in those smaller sizes? I personally love that. But anyway, Antibacterial wipes. We need these. We love these. And, anytime if you're on an airplane, I don't care that COVID's over. I am that girl wiping off that screen, wiping off that tray table, wiping off the armrest, any buttons, my daughter's chair, the headrest. Like, I'm just skeeved out. Traveling is disgusting. And there's no time in between flights. So like, even though our friends at the airlines are doing the best that they can, how much time do they have to really, really clean and disinfect? Not very much. So I swear by these, and these are just like an always, just when I travel. I don't really use these in my real life, but when I'm traveling, oh yes. I don't really use hair product, which I think is kind of weird, but I don't. I use leave-in conditioner. Okay, I love a leave-in conditioner, and I like hairspray because for me, I like hairspray and kind of like a fair amount of hairspray if you're using a good light hairspray. There are two affordable brands that for me, I've been using for probably 20, 25 years, and I think they're neck and neck. The Tracy, the non-aerosol, I think it's like in a hold of like 4 or 5. Fantastic. I think it's just so great. I always have a little travel size in my travel bag. So if you've got some late summer travel coming up, grab one of these. You can get a little mini or the full size for home, but also the Pantene. The Pantene one, I will tell you, at first when I used it, I was like, I don't like the smell. My daughter loves the smell of it because it's very florally. It's very like flowery. It's a little bit more feminine. And that's not like a perfumey smell that I like, but I've gotten used to it. And now and it does fade really fast. But I think both of them are so, so good in giving you just a little bit of texture, a little bit of hold, but without your hair ever feeling crusty. And I think that a telltale sign of a really bad hair product or just like a not chic look is having crispy, crusty hair. So none of us want that, but we do want hold and texture and like our hair to like give what we want it to give. So Pantene or Tracy, we love. If I had a nickel for every time I talk about this combination, but you all ask me, one of the questions you ask me the most on my channel is what's your lip combo? And I'm telling you, 99% of the time, it is this, and they're both drugstore products. The Maybelline Lifter Liner in the Big Lift. It is such a beautiful color. In fact, I just saw on TikTok that someone did a whole TikTok thanking me for recommending it, which I appreciate. It just is the best, most long-wearing but buildable, natural lip liner ever. It gives you that like your lips but better, but because it is sort of like a cool tone nude, it also gives you like natural highlight. So it just by nature of it, it's gonna make your lips look a little bit plumper, which, I mean, raise your hand if you want a plumper lip, sign me up. And then the Milani lipstick, I'm talking this is like an $8 lipstick in the shade Secret. Okay, again, I've used it forever. It's what's on my lips right now. And I just think that combination is so good. No one would believe that together you probably spent about $15 on it. This will last, like I'll put it on in the morning. I can have lunch, I can have drinks, I can like do my day, and it will still be on at 5 o'clock. You better believe it. Like it's amazing how long lasting this combination is, okay? You got to make sure you hydrate your lips. I will say the Milani lipstick, but I obviously have perfected my hydration routine. And it's really important that, when you're not wearing your makeup, that you make sure that it's slough off any dry skin and that you're, really lubricating using some kind of a lip mask at night. But I'm telling you, these are 50-year-old lips, no filler. Yes. It's just called knowing how to fill in your lips. We love. Hyaluronic acid is like a natural, just like plump up your skin, make your skin juicy, hydrated, like ready to go. And the Vichy, again, it's a little bit more of a premium drugstore brand. And I love that they have that option. I think the Mineral 89 hyaluronic acid serum is amazing. It hydrates. It just gives you that sort of like high-end premium brand feeling, but at a drugstore price. So I absolutely love it. I discovered this probably a couple months ago, and it's just a must for me. Every single woman over 40, you better start after you wash your face while it's still damp, putting on some kind of a hyaluronic acid. It plumps your skin up. It gives you that more youthful look, and it makes people say, hey, did you get a facelift? Which, guys, I got to tell you, recently, I am getting that like every day from people. I think they're trying to be mean to me here on YouTube, and I'm like, Thank you. No, but like, thank you so much. And I know it's because I am fiercely committed to my skincare routine and it's working. So definitely add this one to cart. And unfortunately, our skin isn't always perfect, and sometimes we get a little pimple or a blemish, but I don't know what is in these, but they work like a charm. Mighty Patches. How much do we love that now there's pimple patches? Like when we were kids, we just suffered and struggled, but I love the Mighty Patches. I think they're amazing. Anytime I get like the start of a pimple, I will just slap it on, sleep with it on, and legitimately you wake up and it's gone. The other day, perfect example, I was recording a podcast and it was on video and it's kind of like a big one. And I had not one, but three. 1, 2, 3. They weren't full-blown pimples, but it was the start. And in my magnifying mirror, I could see the little whiteheads and I was like, okay. It was all I could do to not pop them and pick them, but I was like, if you pick them, you're gonna see it on camera and then everybody's gonna see it and you're gonna be embarrassed. So what did I do instead? I put 2 patches, one, and then I had one here, and I'm telling you, the next morning when I woke up, no pimples. They were gone. I don't know why it works. Who cares? They work, and so they're definitely a must, in my opinion, a staple I will never live without. So there you have it, my gorgeous girls. I hope that you loved this. Let me know if I missed something. What are your favorite affordable beauty brands? I mean, there are so many right now. I feel like this could have been like a 2-hour video, but do let me know in the comments if I missed something, what's your favorite, and let me know if you've tried any of my favorites. I love hearing from you. If you want to keep hanging with me here on YouTube, make sure to check out this video next. I'll see you there.